What's going on, guys? In this video, last but not least, we're going to show you our coverage that we like to use. And we are very aggressive on defense, but we also like to mix in a lot of coverage as well because, you blitz and then you play coverage. Your opponent's going to confuse your opponent. It's going to give you that extra split second for him to make a bad decision when you do blitz. So I do like to use about three different coverages on this play or when I play coverage. Two of them are out of the 3-4 odd, or all of them are out of the 3-4 odd, but two of them are out of the cover 4 drop show 2. Okay, so our setup number 1 for cover 4 is number 1. I like to base the line. I like to press. I like to play underneath coverage. Sometimes I'll just keep it as underneath coverage. Sometimes I'll play underneath and over the top to put cloud flats over there. The main thing I like to do is I like to man up the outside. You can do this all by making quick adjustments. So it's going to look something like that. Now, in this case, you don't have to man up on the running back because you have flats out there. You can keep them in a deep zone or whatever. But it's going to look something like this. And then typically I'm going to use either a middle linebacker or a safety and just be responsible for anything deep that's not covered over the middle. But everything pretty much is. And usually it's going to create confusion. And the flats are covered. You have two hook zones in the middle. So if your opponent throws, he's going to be thrown into double, sometimes even triple coverage. Now, another thing that I like to do with a cover 4, um, you know how after a play you can see your opponent's play art, what kind of defense there's in. This will confuse your opponent. You're in a cover 4. They see cover 4 on the play call screen after a play, but I like to turn this into a cover 2 type defense. Number 1, we're going to base a line, optional press. We're going to take the safeties, do our quick adjustments. Whoops. Damn it. We're going to go deep half, deep half. Then we're going to do a cloud flat on the outside or a hard flat. That's up to you. And you're going to turn this into basically a cover 2 with a quarter flat zone on the outside. And a lot of times those quarter flats will get manned up. That's how I like to run it. You can do other things with these quarter flats if you choose to do. You can do something like this. Put them in a spy. That's really up to you. But the point is, we're taking a cover 4 and we're turning it into a cover 2, and that will confuse your opponent because he's going to be running routes that beat cover 2, but he's going to be thrown, or beat cover 4, but he's going to be thrown right into a cover 2. So that's what I like to do. And practice mode, no block sheds. My guys are just laying on the ground. I rest assured that this doesn't happen in game mode. It's usually the opposite way. So that's my cover 2. Now, the other coverage defense that I like to do is pretty easy. One of my favorite ones is using either a cover 3 sky or a cover 3 hard flat. We'll do cover 3 sky. But all we're going to do is, baseline, that's even optional. We're just going to put a Mabel concept over on one side of the field, put him in a hard flat, something like that, and then use our linebacker. Only send in 3, and you have great coverage. And like I said, practice mode, three men, you're not getting any block sheds, but in game mode you will.